Once your A2P registration submission has been approved, you'll want to adjust a few settings in your phone number. In Settings, under Phone Numbers, in the Manage Numbers tab, you'll see the phone number that you purchased, and on the right-hand side, click the three dots and click Edit Configuration. Here, you can name the number something if you would like, or leave it as is, and then you have a few more options. When you get an incoming call, you can either see the number of the person calling you, which for most people will be an unknown number, and so you won't know what it is, or you'll see the number that they called, which will be your business line. This is what I like as a best practice. I like to click Pass Called Number as Caller ID, so that when somebody calls this number, it will show me my business number in my caller ID, and then in my phone, I save that number as a contact that says inbound call from name of my business, so that when somebody calls it, I can see it's an actual client or lead calling my business number and not just a random unknown number, so that way I can be sure to answer it. Because you have the Lead Connector app and you've input your number on your business profile, the system should automatically forward numbers to your personal number, but if it doesn't, make sure to put your personal number in the section where it says Forward Calls To. Then, if you're making a lot of outbound calls, you may want to make sure that your number is verified by going to Settings, Phone Numbers, and Add Verified Caller ID, and then use this option so that it will show the name of your business when you place an outbound call. If you're not doing a lot of outbound calling, this option may not be necessary. You can click to enable the Call Connect feature, and when a call comes through and you answer it, you'll get a message that says Incoming Call From, and you have to press a button to answer. If you don't want to do that, and you just want to answer the call without having to press an additional button, uncheck this option. You can enable a whisper message that will play when you answer the phone so that it will say call from, and it will say the name of your business location, or you can put any text in here that you want it to say ahead of time. This is definitely optional. If you would like to record calls, you can enable call recording so that all calls made on this number are recorded, and it will play this disclaimer to anybody that calls the number. If you would like to enable it, click the box and then type in the message that you want it to say when somebody calls. So we might say, this call will be recorded for quality purposes. This lets people know the call is being recorded so that it's compliant with call recording guidelines. But if you don't want to record the calls, just leave this unchecked. You can set a custom timeout duration for how long the call will ring before it goes to voicemail. So you might put in something like 15 or 30 seconds, or you can leave it unchecked and it will just continue to ring. And lastly, if you have a team of users and you want the call to go to all of them, you can select this box and then search for the users within your organization to add to the list. That way, when a call comes in, it will go to everybody instead of just one person. I know we just covered a lot of settings and you might not understand what they all do right now. That's okay. If you run into an issue in the future, just remember that this video exists, or ask us and we'll help you figure out which settings in this menu that you need to change so that the number works as you intend.